Welcome everybody. Thank you for Thank you for joining and watching. First time I've streamed in a really long time. Actually, gonna build a new deck and kind of go through the process of how I build a deck and what I go for. Um, so I'm working on a rogue deck. I haven't really decided other. The only thing I've picked out so far is I've just gone through and pulled a bunch of the rogues out of collections. It is going to be a historic deck, not a standard deck. So I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to do with it. As you can see right now, I'm sitting on 87 cards without any spells, enchantments, or anything like that outside of, I think I have maybe one. Um, Maybe not. Thought I had it in here. Nope, doesn't look like I do. So it's I've done really basic right now. I haven't really done too much into what's going on in the deck and what I want to do with it. So, um, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat. I'll be glad to answer them. So, I think I do need to pull a few more rogues out that I don't have here. Find out something inside out. Nothing want to Truthfully, there's one card I know I'm going to want, and it's the Rogue class card from the D&D set that just came out here. It just makes the deck a little bit harder. I don't know why I didn't already craft 4 of these, because I'm definitely going to have 3 or 4 of them in here. I haven't decided how many, but go to craft 4 so I have them. So, as it stands right now, I think I'm going to kind of focus on maybe 3 colors, maybe 4. I haven't really decided. There aren't a lot of good green rogues, really. There's really only like 4, so it's really not worth pulling in the green. And truthfully, what's in here for red? I don't know how much of the red rogues I'm gonna play. I definitely want to play Robber of the Rich, but I can get around that and not have red mana in the deck. So it's primarily going to be probably a blue black deck with a little bit of red in there, just to make things interesting. Because I think the primary purpose of my deck is going to be making the mill a few cards, being able to kind of search through my deck a little bit, and pull out cards that I want, and be able to pull out some slightly more powerful rogues like Zeralt, and be able to pull stuff out of the graveyard that I've put in there. Hopefully to make my deck a little bit stronger. No. What's this guy? Whenever fly from an instant battle, it does 2 damage to target opponent, 2 damage to up to 1 targeted creature or planeswalker. That's actually not bad, it's just slightly expensive. If it was a little cheaper, I'd definitely have that in there. Wish it just did the 2 damage to a targeted creature. Definitely be pulling it in then. Spell costs one less for each creature card in your party. I'm not going to really have a party, so it's not worth playing. Base camp's worth. I think I'm going to build some base camps here because it actually, as long it can be 1 mana of any color. Spent this card for only casting rogues, warriors, wizards, spells, or abilities that of a rogue or rogue, clerk, wizard, warrior, or wizard, which is actually pretty good because that gives me my red mana that I need, or another way to get red mana for my one red card that I know I'm gonna have in here right now. So we'll create 4 of these. Alright, let's get out of crafting. Throw those 4 in there. Alright, so I've kind of got my basis of what I'm gonna, all the rogue cards I'm gonna put in there and how I kind of want to play that. Now I'm gonna go through and kind of trim down. I don't like to play a deck more than 65 cards. I try to keep it right at 60 because I really feel like if you're playing much over that, you're just causing problems where you're not able to get the cards you really need to get out of your library. So that's kind of my philosophy on how I build a deck and what I do with it. So let's go through and pull out. So the primary purpose is going to be able to make him mill cards and be able to pull those cards out with cards like Zeroth and other things, and actually Robber of the Rich. There's a couple other things that will help me pull them out. I think there's where is she? Oh, did I not build any of her? I might have to build some of her. There's a black robe that I need to craft. Where? Oh, there she is. Rogue enters the battle under your control. Reveals 2 cards as long as your opponent has 8 or more cards in your graveyard. 2 and Deathstroke. Yeah, I think I want probably 2 of those. So let's build those. Again, it causes him to mill cards, and it also makes that card stronger. And it's whenever I play a rogue, so throw those in there. And it's cheap, it's only 1. Alright, so Merfolk, Wind Rubber. I play this in a lot of my blue decks that require either milling or some kind of control deck. 1, you get a 1/1 flying creature in, and it takes a card off his library every time it deals damage. Pretty damn good after in the end. It also allows you to sacrifice it to draw a card as long as he's got 8 cards in his library. And again, towards the end of the game, he becomes less useful, but being able to draw a card is always useful. So definitely going to keep some of those in there. Don't know if I'm going to keep 4 yet, but we'll keep 4 in there for right now. Good and bad. Don't know if I'm going to keep those in there right now, so let's come back to that. I think I'm going to take those guys out. Those don't really help me. If I do keep those guys in, it's only going to be 2 of them. It's good, but it doesn't have a secondary ability, which doesn't really help. 2 for 2/2 Deathstroke, because I'm going to have a bunch of rogues in here, is good, but it takes away from what my primary strategy is, which is making him mill cards. So we're going to take those guys out. Would be good if I was going to have a bunch of like high-powered cards I was going to pull later in the game, which I don't think I'm going to really have right now. This is going to be kind of a mini quick deck, you know, quick attacking, hopefully finishing him off before he can get anything really important out. So they're good, but probably not for right now. So Lightfoot Rogue, Rose. Again, if I was going a different strategy with my Rogue deck, might be really good, because you're either giving this creature Deathstroke, you're giving it more damage, you know, depending on what you roll, or, and, you know, first strike and a bunch of other things. So good, but doesn't really help for how I'm playing. Afterlife, I'm not a big fan of the Afterlife perk. It is a 1/2 Death Touch creature, so if I was building a deck around Death Touch, definitely would be in there. Where I'm gonna, you know, do more milling than surveying, I'm gonna get rid of this guy. He doesn't really fit the deck. Rubber the Rich, definitely want those in there. It's gonna be my probably one, maybe I might play some instant damage cards from red, but I'm not gonna play a lot of red. So we're gonna, you know, just play 3 of those. Good card. This is actually like a really awesome rogue, because you cause them to lose 1 card, you cause them to mill, you gain 1 life, and you get to scar once, which is just an awesome combo. So I think I'm gonna keep 4 in there, but it might go down a little bit lower depending on what else I'm gonna keep. So right now I've got the rogue class. And so this gives me another way to exile cards and be able to play them, which is kind of what I want to be able to do. So we're definitely going to probably play all 4 of these. I don't know why I didn't put 4 in there originally. Soaring Thief here, another really good rogue card. It's got, for 2, it's got awesome abilities, causing people to mill cards, plus it gives you a little bit more damage to the player after they get 8 cards in the graveyard, which is fairly easy to do for most people. Again, it's got flying 2, flash, it's got all kinds of goodness in it. Probably going to keep 4 of those in there. Three, 2 for 3. I get to look at the top card. I can either put it in the graveyard or leave it on the top. I feel like there's better cards I can put in the deck. Oh, football game's about to start. Tennessee Titans are about to start playing a preseason game. Being able to draw a card, pretty helpful. I don't know if I want to keep it in for the cost, because it does cost 3, and it's only a 3/2. It doesn't have flying or anything. I feel like there's better cards I can play. So for right now, I'm going to take those out. Nighthawk Scavenger, I think, is, just a really fun card to play because it does have lifelink, which, is great. It's got Death Touch, again, great. So if you get up against big creatures, you can use it to block it and kill it. Or if you need to gain some life to get back in the game, you can attack and deal probably a decent amount of damage because it gains life based on the number of different cards a player has on his graveyard. Which again, I'll be making him mill cards, so there should be a decent amount of cards in there. So 3 for 2/1. Flash flying. Target opponent mills 2 cards when card comes into play. I feel like I would rather have something like Shadow Stinger, where I'm tapping another rogue, and if it deals combat, if it gets Death Throat until end of turn, or Death Touch, sorry, but it makes them mill 3 cards every time it deals combat damage. Which a lot of people don't realize it, or I can't. How many times I've used this in another deck I have, and they either take the 1 damage and then they get 3 mill cards, or they block it, not realizing that I can give it Death Touch, and then they lose a creature that they probably didn't mean to lose. So definitely going to leave at least 2 in there. I might go up more. I haven't decided yet. Useful, but I don't think I want it. I think it's just going to take up space. Again, this is a card I'm actually going to keep in here. It's 3 for 2/2. But it also allows me to venture in the dungeon, and it has Death Touch, which I think is going to be really helpful. Being able to, kind of search through my library, either throw down, be able to do some other stuff in there, making me able to, have some fun there. And I think they're going to be really helpful. Whisper Agent. Again, not a bad card. 3 for 3/2 flash. So, play it any time. And I get to spell once. I don't think it works in this deck. So they're gone. See, this is an interesting. So it's 4 for a 2/5 dungeon. Same thing as whenever it deals combat, I get to venture into the dungeon. So not too much is going to be able to kill it unless you block it with multiple creatures. Doesn't deal a lot of damage, so a lot of people might just say, I'm going to take the 2 damage this turn. Not going to be able to kill it until they can be able to kill it. So sometimes you'll be able to venture into that dungeon a little bit for free. So probably if I keep anything, it'll just be 2. So I'll leave 2 in there for right now. Alright. Tap, another untapped rogue you control. Cannot be blocked this turn. Deals combat damage to player, draw a card. I think I'm going to get my drawing cards from other stuff. So I'll take those out. Definitely want at least 2 of these where they're a legendary creature. I find that if I put more than 2 legendary creatures in there, I just end up with legendary creatures in my hand that I can't play unless I get rid of the other one, and that doesn't help me. And then we get down to lands. So we're down to 65 cards. We're definitely going to take that out. Most of my deck is fairly cheap, so we'll probably take a few lands out. But for right now, I'm going to leave what I got in there. I still have to figure out where else I'm going to cut some cards out, because I'm at 64 cards. I have no instance. I have no no sorceries, none of that stuff, and definitely want some ways to be able to get rid of get rid of opponent's creatures, enchantments, and whatever. And I don't have that built into the deck right now, so we will be working on that now, figuring out what else I'm going to take out, how many of other things I might want out there. Probably take one of the robbing from the rich out. Probably take probably two of those, I think. Go down to two of those, I think. I think I'm going to take all four of those guys out. Alright. So blue, black. I'll put some red in there because I might pull some lands out. I haven't really decided. One thing I definitely want, because I almost always have a couple of these in my cards. I just, one, being able to scour once and then draw a card is just such an awesome card. And I think I want to, where is it? Midnight Tower, I'm not high enough yet. If you hear me humming, I'm listening to music. Sorry I can't have you guys listen to it, but, you know, DRMC is awful. Midnight Clock Tower, I think I want two of those. Alright, so let's see what I'm going to play here for Creature Destroy from black. Boom, boom, boom. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Heartless Act. Probably one of my favorite cards. Any cool Heartless Act. That would be one thing if I could spell it correctly. No good Heartless Act colors. Or variant art. I don't have unlocked yet. Wish there was a better way to scroll through cards. It's one thing about Arena that I kind of dislike. So let's play two of those right now. Let's see here. I know pieces fit. I know pieces. Let's go with. Actually, you know what? I know what I want. Super underrated card here. 3, you can make them sacrifice a creature or an artifact. Which, if you're playing a deck that's heavy in like artifacts, or it really relies on that artifact that they have, really helpful. So I'm gonna throw 2 of those in there. So right now we are at 63 cards. And I still haven't transferred out to specialty lands and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and we will do that. There we go. Alright, so let's do. White, black, blue. Alright, so definitely have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. Take those out. Faster, obey your master. Life burns faster. Now, that's the thing. Do I have blue green? If I had any. I can't believe I don't have white, blue, green. Blue, green. Where's all you need? Well, shit. Be your master. Master. Your puppets pulling your strings. It's red, blue. Sorry, red, blue. Where's the scar? Those. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna take another swamp out just looking at it. Just change the view here so you guys can kind of see. And you can see the majority of my cards don't cost very much. I only have a couple cards that cost multiple higher than 3. Most of them are low. Most of them are in that 2 range or 3 range. Lands, primarily I don't really have any red. I have really only 2 lands that can directly create red lands. And that's only because I have the 2 robbers in there. I might change things up, but I'm one of these people that builds, plays, tweaks, builds, plays, tweaks. So this is kind of where we're starting, and then we're going to go from here. So let's rename this. Get rogue desk. No, that's not what I want. Deck. Alright. And craft all. And hit done. Let's test her out, see how she runs. So we'll go historic ranked. I rarely ever play anything other than historic ranked. Alright, so let's see. We got a base camp in here. Helpful. Get some other, all my basic lands. Some basic lands, and then I've got... Alright, so we're going to keep this hand. Definitely start and put in the base camp down so I can get Robber out as quickly as possible. Alright, so let's go here. Get that out. Shouldn't do anything because it is extremely early in the game. Except he's got a shot. It's alright, happens. Move on, don't worry about it. So, I'll get my Mirfolk out. Perfect. That card drawn. Expect to probably get that instant out. He's playing instant deck. I don't think he's going to want to keep that in play for very long. Surprised he did. Another that. Boom. Two of these guys out. And get rid of 5 cards. Granted, I only dealt 1 damage, but 5 cards down. Can't complain about that. So, first game, definitely seems like I've got maybe a little bit too much mana in there. But we'll see. We're still early in the game. That kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Drop base camp again. Play that. We'll attack for another 2 to make cards down. Now I've got a 3/5 creature that I will be attacking next time. Keeping this guy back to block because his ability doesn't do any better. If it's more than 1 attack, that's one downside of that. Thief, he kills it. Surprise, surprise. Assuming he's wanting me to block. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Now we're seeing that I'm running into, he's got a shit ton of shit out. I've got nothing to use up all I have in lands in my hand. So, again, something I might want to tweak in the deck. I'm going to figure out what exactly I want to do. There's no card in this deck that's gonna save me in this game. He's got 5, 6, 7 damage there, even if I do kill a creature, I'm dead. So, we'll concede. I'm going to want to tweak it a little bit. Add a couple other cards. Get a little mana out of there. And see how that plays. Alright, so let's go back to this deck. Finding we have a slight mana problem. Not huge, just slight. So I'm going to take out 2 swamps. Down to 60. I don't think I'm going to change anything out. I think I'm just going to take those 2 out and see how it works. Alright, what do I get this time? So I got my 2 rogue classes. I've got no black mana in my hand, no red mana in my hand. Do I want to roll and see, or do I want to mulligan? Let's mulligan. Alright, so I got a better land. Still got some decent creatures, so we'll keep. We will. What do I get rid of here? I'm gonna get rid of that guy. Because I still will have everything else I need within this hand. Drop that, gain a life. Get that out next turn. Plans changed a little bit. Oh, that's just mean. Does he block or not? He takes it. He's going to lose 4 cards. No, sorry, he's going to lose 3 cards. I can't do shit with those guys. We'll be going to go get that guy. Or not. I'll go for one. Yeah, let's do this. Still got 2, so I can go. Surprised you didn't block that and kill it. He's gonna deal me 6, 7 damage this turn. Oh, sweet. That is not awesome. Pretty much dead at this point. But lanes feel good. And we are going to... So the deck's working. Just maybe not working as well as I would like it to be. Play a couple more hands and maybe switch it up a little bit more. Gonna see what I might want to do with it. I haven't really decided yet. Can't figure out what it might be missing. Alright, so not a whole lot of mana in the hand. But it's 2, definitely can get out at least 1 creature, and as long as I draw something, we should be good. Actually, I get out 2 creatures, so we'll deal with it. I can scar right off the bat to see what I might want to take instead. Make sure it's coming up here, which there is. Awesome. Slowed because everything's going to come out one point. Well, that's interesting. I get to draw a card and lose 1 life every turn. Okay. Interesting. Put that out. Put the tower out. Okay. Don't know if I have to make him stack. Oh, what do I need for a land here? Let's go swamp. Make a stack creature. Wait for that. So I should be able to get 2 creatures out next turn. 1 block and kill. As long as he doesn't have a way to pump up one of those creatures this turn, they should be able to maybe get some things done. Well, shit. do this. That guy out. That guy out. Four. And I can block one creature. A really good deck. And I have no way to beat him. Get two creatures out. Maybe I can win. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll try. So I can attack. I've got 3, he's got 4, so I take the top card. Maybe I got lucky. It's probably the worst move I can make. But I know he's got shocks on the deck. That does not help me. No wins with it yet. Alright, let's try a couple more games here. And we might switch it up again, see what we might want to change. We'll keep it, see what I can do with it. With my ladder, this moment I am happy, happy. Come on, opponent. Make a decision. I think KRTB has disconnected. Well, while he's disconnecting, I will be right back and grabbing a drink. Hey, look, it's my turn again. Yay! So, I'm gonna keep this hand and see what I can do with it. I left those guys in there. I thought I took those out. Those are coming up. There's some other stuff in there that I'd rather have in there. A couple extra. Still think this guy disconnected. Dragon breathe fire. Ta-da! Yay, I got a win with my rogue deck. Doesn't count, though. Alright, here we go. Nice, I like this hand. Good starting hand. Alright, so we get that out first turn, that up second. That will be interesting. That changes things slightly, because we'll play that first. Back and forth and mill each other. It's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna make him mill a hell of a lot quicker. Again, the milling. Who's gonna make us mill quicker? Doesn't really matter. Let's just stay there. I'll play another one of these. Make him mill a couple turns. Look at that. My creatures are stronger now. At 39. I'm at 36. Let's get that out. I'm gonna attack with everything too. Oh, he countered it. Orlando. I keep that there because it really doesn't matter what, because I'm going to lock on the card. I'm going to have to go for the kill. And then a 4 life, he's dealt me 0 damage, so I'm in pretty good shape. He's not going to be able to get rid of my deck. I mean, he's going to get me down there, but I have a decent enough hand that I'm going to be able to deal quite a bit of damage. Yeah, you couldn't get me down, got the win. That's how I want the deck to run. So. Temple of the Dragon Queen. See what I got in my packs here. A couple times. Good. Does not. Battlefield, draw a card. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under opponent control, if a player had another land enter the battlefield under their control this turn, they return a land they control the owner's hand. Eh. Good there. Whenever a creature you control is block, you may return it to owner's hand. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. That's actually kind of cool. What's a good one? I could build a Deathstroke or Death Touch deck with that and make it pretty viable. Alright, starting hand, we get a little bit of everything here, so this is actually a decent starting hand depending on which way I want to go with it. So we're going to keep it. Whenever attacks, exile the top card of your library face down, discard, card from put exile. Okay. So he's going to be using that to get cards out of his deck in. Cards under his hand there, and then he's going to pull that. Let's go this. Get that out. That way I keep making him mill cards. It's like a 70 card deck, so slightly larger. It's like he's going to be playing a bunch of instants and sorceries too. I really don't care about that. Alright, so let's get this out. I want that to be an island, so that to play first. I want to draw a card. That can stay. Draw that. Soon he's going to block. There's no reason not to. He's just going to take through damage. Okay. Interesting. Shock is going to get played too. He's going to get rid of my archer. Doesn't really help me, so let me play that. Let me get that out. Don't want to know right now. he's already got the benefit of that, so let's say no attackers. And of course it's gonna be no fucking land. Get rid of that. Now we've at least got some shit in his graveyard that's going to grab. So I can get rid of some of the shit he's got out with it. Well, that is shitty.
My hair is on fire? I know. Today's my lucky day.
Gain 1 life. Also dealing damage. Fuck. Actually, yeah, so let's do this. Probably still gonna die. I thought it said targeted player or creature, not targeted creature or planeswalker. I think I am now fucked. Good game. Got me there. I've yet to get one of my rogue class cards out. Oh well. You all tattooed.
I will teach you how to handle the difficult choices. Consider all possibilities. Still time for my plans.
Fun, fun, fun. Titans and the Bucks. Titans up by 7 after the first quarter. Thanks. I need 18 cards. Probably you're not going to get me all the way down. You're going to get close. That was fun. That was a good game. But I forgot to change something up I wanted to change up. I kept cards in there that I don't need. Alright, let's go decks. Edit. Where are they? Right there. So those are coming out. Those are 4 of those. 4 of those. Let's add another one of those. And another Heartless Act. Well, with a 7-point lead against Bucks, that means Tennessee played a good half against starters, most likely. Alright, what do we got here? We're going to keep it, because I can opt right out of the bat. That's not a land. Happen, hopefully I get a land next turn. Perfect land, excellent. Alright, I'm gonna play that. Now I'm gonna play that. Two attack. Next drawing. Alright. Let's see. Let's get the Midnight Tower out this time. We're gonna not attack. Do that. Get rid of this guy so he stops just throwing shit at me. And I'm not gonna attack again. This turn I'll be able to get 2 more guys out. He's doing a lot of his work for me because he keeps drawing. Much I can do about that. Let's go ahead and play that. And yeah, let's get that on this turn. Makes more sense. Attack with the full base. Why is he just taking damage? I don't get it. Interesting. Kill that. 7/7. I think I got a block with everything I got. Section 3, Section 3, it doesn't really matter how I block it. I think I'm dead, either way. Interesting. Wow, that one card fucking ruined me. Go. your cards in graveyards and libraries. Can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from the graveyard or library. Okay. He really doesn't like things entering the battlefield. Side his hand. Come on. Make your play. All these good cards I could be pulling out of the graveyard if it didn't have 3 of these goddamn things in. And I had something to do it with, which I don't right now. Oh, come on, make a move. Again. Play my base camp. And do an all. Won't you come, black old sun, black old sun. Miku is not here anymore. He has given up. Poor Miku. Miku. Bye bye, Miku. I win. The elephant never loses. It never lies. No, that was my mic. Music isn't playing on my stream. It's done right. Way to look at the right things. Sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Cold sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Look at that. That is not land, so that's going away. That is land. Hopefully they stay well. Like that. Okay, yep. 3 cards this turn. So that's some kind of artifact deck. 4 mana, 5 mana. Cast an artifact now. What I expected. Let's go get that out. Stay right there. So, protection from multicolor, so we are not going to attack this turn. Kill it next turn. Wow, he has got some massive can't see with that. Let's play that. And that. These blocks. Make that trade every day of the week. Interesting. So it's life gain. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's get. Sit here. No, no, 33 cards, so in decent position. I mean, I don't see him being able to gain that much life. Days. Well, that sucks, because now he's just going to bring that back. And the start of many plays. But he only brought it back at 52. Okay. Nick Costello. Put a counter on it. I can sacrifice that, so let's see what he does when they attack with it. Oh, I'm going to get fucked. I don't have a lot of faith in me winning this game. Ain't got much to lose. I've seen better days. Kind of a fitting song that I'm listening to right now. I've seen better days. I don't see how I'm fucking win this. I think I'm just gonna concede. Yep, it's a concede. He is going to fuck me up. I think on that ugly, ugly note, I'm going to call it a night on the stream. I thank everybody for watching. Thank you for checking me out and enjoying my first stream back in a very, very long time. I probably will be streaming again tomorrow. Probably going to do some drafts, so feel free to check me out. I don't know what time I'm going to do it, but it will probably be during the day. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, guys.